Phenomenal Bunch.
And it's me, John. How are you guys doing? We're making the video after a while again, but today we want to discuss. We wanted to rank the comic movies that came out throughout the year, but except straight off the bat, we're going to tell you guys that we did not see two comic movies that came out this year: Kingsman: The Golden Circle, and then Lego Batman. Lego Batman we're upset about because we love the character Batman. We really wanted to go see that movie, and it came out of nowhere. I thought it was going to suck. I thought that movie was going to be really bad, and it ended up being like one of the best movies of the year apparently.
Yeah.
So anyway, without further ado, we want to make this video quick because we could talk for hours and hours about all these movies. I know you're very excited.
I am very excited.
Very excited to talk about.
Yes.
Well, guys, coming in at number 6 is
Just Is Better.
Yeah, I know you guys. Some of you guys out there love the movie. That's completely fine. Love it all you want. But I think after seeing how much money this movie made and how it did critically. I think reset button is needed. And not like a complete reset button. I've always said like just keep the origin movies and then continue on from there. Keep Man of Steel, keep Wonder Woman, and then that's it. Just keep those two and continue.
And then I really thought that I was gonna like Aquaman and Flash, but I didn't find them.
I like Flash.
Flash, no, I did not like Flash.
I'm one of the few people that like the Flash.
No,
I liked him.
Surprisingly, Cyborg was my favorite character.
Yeah, Cyborg's not a character I'm into.
Was really, me neither.
Like I always wondered why is he
I've always been against him being in the new 52 Justice League, but then no, he was really good in this movie
and great actor Ray Fisher.
Yeah. My personal favorite moment was when Deathstroke showed up. At the oh my god, like the fanboy in me just came out. Like freaking Deathstroke, one of the most badass villains of all time, just showing up in front of, and he looks super comic book accurate. I've been telling him oh, this is like a Doctor Strange 2.0, like Joe Manganiello. He looks exactly like Deathstroke.
And Iron Man too.
Yeah, Iron Man, but Joe Manganiello, I think that. Oh my god.
Excited. My favorite moment of the movie is everything Superman. I'm not the biggest fan of Superman, but in this movie, it just made me love Superman. Man of Steel made me love Superman. I'm one of the few people that like Man of Steel as well. I know you didn't like it, but I freaking love Superman in this movie so much. It was so good. And the scene, my favorite scene is when Flash is trying to get like a sneak attack on Superman, and Superman just slowly turns and looks at him, and Flash is like, "Oh shit, I messed up."
I know.
And that was the best. And of course, they race in the after credit scene. So
which is also pretty cool fan service for us.
Yeah, and at least part is just the editing of the movie. DC, I don't know if they have bad editors or the editors are forced to edit like this or whatever, but it just feels like a mess. Either they filmed too much, they cut too much out. I don't know. This movie's supposed to be 3 hours long, 2 hours 45 minutes.
I would say Aquaman and Flash were my least favorite, unfortunately, because I felt Aquaman was like not anything like in the comics. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm tough. I like to drink beer."
I thought I would like that though.
I thought I would like that too, but then
he ended up being too much.
Flash was just utterly terrible. He was so terrible, so bad. It felt like they were trying to copy Spider-Man from the MCU.
I see what you're talking about.
All right, so enough talking about this crap. Let's talk
what's your overall thoughts on the movie? You thought it was crap?
I thought now that I think it was.
I like the movie. I think 6 is a fine spot, but I think they need a reset or something like that. But anyway, coming in at number 5 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. We said it at the same time. We should have done that for all of them. Dang. Alrighty, so Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This movie is being forgotten about completely.
It is.
Throughout the year. I don't know why. I actually really enjoyed this movie.
Yes, and then Guardians.
It's not better than the first one.
Then the first one was like groundbreaking. Like, I remember everybody was talking about it.
The first one is my second favorite MCU movie of all time, behind Winter Soldier, of course. But anyway,
my favorite part would have to be when Chris Pratt finds out. I mean, when Star-Lord finds out that his dad killed his mom, like put a tumor in his brain, and then like Star-Lord, he's angry, so he shoots that. He shoots this like crazy, like boom, boom, boom. And then that was just epic.
Yeah, my favorite part of the movie was anything with Rocket Raccoon, because I feel like that and Yondu together in that jail cell, that was one of the funniest parts of the movie. Exactly. They really explored Yondu's character.
They have like such good chemistry.
Yeah, and of course Yondu dies in the movie. That almost got me in tears, of course. And my least favorite part of the movie was when it was like such a serious moment, and then his dad turns into David Hasselhoff. That wasn't funny to me at all.
I would say I agree with you when he turns into David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Anyway, overall thoughts, I really enjoyed the movie. Not better than the first one. I wish people were talking about this one more, though.
Yeah, exactly. I think that the movie was good. It wasn't as groundbreaking as the first one, but I think that this movie was really important in the MCU.
Yep. Coming in at number 4 is
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah, the first movie we own on Blu-ray out of the whole list. We didn't buy Guardians because it's coming on Netflix pretty soon, so I mean, why even bother? And Spider-Man Homecoming. I love Spider-Man, my favorite superhero out there.
Same here.
And yeah, they made a good movie, man. It's not better than Raimi's stuff.
Mhm.
Spider-Man 2 is my favorite movie of
And
all
then
time.
Tom Holland, finally for the first time in years, we've gotten like a Spider-Man that is actually young, as opposed to getting like a 30-year-old acting like a teenager, which it's finally like so relieving to see like Spider-Man young again, because there's that's what sets him apart from all these different MCU characters, is that he's like young, and so he's not your typical here to save the day like type strong muscular guy. He's just a kid, and I think they really explored that well.
Mhm.
However, I did not like Karen. I did not.
I liked
He's
Karen.
been Spider-Man's been around for like more than 50 years, so he doesn't really need AI to make him cool or modern.
That's true, but I hope they didn't overuse Karen. I thought, like, if they overused
Yeah.
him, I mean her, then that would have been annoying.
Mhm.
But yeah, I felt like it was Iron Spider-Man, not Iron Spidey, but like the
Yeah.
costume, but Iron Spider-Man. Like my favorite moment in the movie. I don't know if you agree, but it's just that opening montage where you're just swinging around in the city
Yeah,
and
right.
stuff. I just saw Spider-Man there, like he's
Okay.
helping an old lady with directions
Mhm.
and stuff like that.
My favorite part in the movie would obviously be that homage to that one scene where he's buried
I forgot what
buried
number that
under
was. I think it's 16.
all that stuff, and he's trying to carry it. Oh no! In this movie, it's done really, really well.
Uh-huh.
I think it could have like lasted a little bit longer, but then, no, it was still really good. Like he's buried underneath all this rubble that Vulture left him in, and he's just like crying out for help.
Uh-huh.
And then he eventually realizes, you know what? I'm Spider-Man, and I'm gonna prove Tony Stark wrong, and I'm gonna do this myself.
One thing, my least favorite part though, when you see the Iron Spider-Man costume, he's like,
Mhm.
"No, I'm good. I'm out."
Yeah.
I'm like, you were trying to do that the whole time. Like, I guess I don't know which part he decided to make that big of a flip,
Yeah,
where he
yeah.
just needs to fight for the little guy because he's trying to prove Tony wrong, but he also kind of proves him right by saying, I just continue fighting for the little guy. I'm not about that big stuff, which is true for Spider-Man,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it wasn't the Spider-Man we were presented throughout the whole movie. You know what I mean?
Exactly. For me, I just didn't like Karen. I just
Yeah.
did not, because he's, like I said before, he's been around for 50 plus years without Karen, and I think that she was totally unnecessary. So Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man.
I loved it. Spider-Man,
You know what?
best Spider-Man we have in a while.
I don't know if he's better than Tobey Maguire. I don't
Not
think
better
so.
than Tobey though. No, better than
Better-
Andrew. Yes, not
Better
better
than
than
Andrew,
Tobey.
yeah. And then it's finally good to see like a young Spider-Man. And
Yeah.
then it was finally nice to see Spider-Man in the MCU.
Yeah, and then coming in at number 3 is a movie that has not come out on Blu-ray yet, but we will surely buy it when it comes out on Blu-ray, and that is Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Yes, this movie was fantastic, and it was funny.
It was very funny. It did. A lot of people are saying it's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where it was too much funny.
I actually had really like low hopes for it because the previous two Thor movies were
Oh, okay, I see. What
were
you
not
mean.
that good.
I feel like Thor 1 is a little bit forgotten. It was kind of good. Thor 1, we watched it.
No,
millions of
the
times.
Thor 2 is
We
completely
haven't even
forgotten.
seen it a second time yet. I've
don't
only
think
seen
we've-
it once.
Yeah, I've only seen it once, and that was like 4
and that was
years
in
ago.
theaters too.
Yes.
So, you know
Yeah.
our thoughts on Thor: The Dark World.
So then with Thor Ragnarok, they pulled the trigger and they gave us a fantastic movie.
They-
With this movie, it was nice to see Gladiator Hulk. And the fight scene between Thor and Hulk was pretty
pretty good.
entertaining. to
Jeff
watch.
Goldblum was awesome. I love
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, so it was nice seeing Jeff Goldblum.
So
like
favorite part of the
MCU
movie, favorite part of the movie would obviously be the gladiator fight. That was cool. It was finally nice to see Hulk come back. Then Loki finally like Loki remembering like, oh, what Hulk did to him
Oh yeah,
in Avengers.
he was like kind of in the back, like
Yeah. No, that was cool. And then what was your favorite part?
my favorite part is anytime that the immigrant song was used. Take some notes, Suicide Squad. I'm not hating on the DCEU. I just hate Suicide Squad. And by the way, I love that. I love that song so much. And he used it twice. He used it twice at the end and then the beginning. Those were my favorite parts of the movie.
Very good. Korg was funny.
I wish
as
I could
hell.
do his voice. Taika Waititi did a great job. My least favorite part of the movie was some parts had too much humor.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's about my least favorite part. What's your least favorite part?
Least favorite part would always be the end, like you mentioned, when the
Yeah,
Asgard's blowing up and then Korg just comes out of nowhere and then
yeah,
just makes a joke. Like, really?
yeah. My overall thoughts on the movie: the best MCU movie of the year, obviously.
Obviously, yeah. It's number 3.
And yeah, I think this is the best MCU movie in a while too. I think I would put it up to like maybe, I don't know my top 5 list yet, but I guess I would put this 5, 4, maybe. So yeah, and
Yep.
coming in at number 2 is a movie that I'm excited to talk about because it
Yes.
was fantastic.
Fantastic. Like I
And
mentioned
that's-
before.
Is
Wonder
Woman coming in at number 2? Oh shit.
Yep. Anyways, this movie, it was fantastic. I never thought we would see like Wonder Woman in her own movie.
I'm one of the different people though. Like
Mhm.
I always thought Wonder Woman was gonna get her own movie sometime at some point. I thought like
Mhm.
maybe after The Dark Knight Rises should get a movie, but it didn't, and then didn't after that.
And then
Man of
how
Steel.
long is this? How long have people been even waiting for a Wonder Woman movie? Like forever, haven't they?
I bet they've been waiting for it since the Linda
Mhm.
Carter show. I would assume.
Yeah. No, it's funny because they keep making Batman and Superman movies,
Mhm.
and then but no Wonder Woman. And it's finally nice to see that we got a really, really fantastic Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I love the movie. I hate the end though. I just can't stand like the villains. I don't want to get used to the villains being bad.
About the movie, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, she was fantastic. Like it's funny because people started like hating on her when she was casted.
Yeah, I was one of the.
Yeah, he was big on that.
I was like, cause I don't like Fast and Furious that
Yes.
much, so I was like, why would they cast someone from Fast and
When
Furious?
Gal Gadot, like she blew this one out of the park.
She did.
Yes.
She proved everybody wrong. She's so fantastic.
I
She's amazing.
actually had like kind of like tears running down my face, like almost when seeing like the beginning, just to like see like a young Diana Prince wanting to become
Yeah,
like,
I
a
just
warrior.
felt, yeah, exactly. I just felt like any little girl watching that would have just
Yeah.
been like, I want to be like
Mhm.
Wonder Woman, like,
Yes.
because no little girl is saying I want to be like Black Widow.
hmm
Like, who says that? Black Widow's like not even one of the big parts of the
Yes.
MCU. Nobody wants to be like
Mhm.
Scarlet Witch because so many bad
I
things
think
happen to her.
that in terms of woman empowerment, I think Wonder Woman did a fantastic job. So
Mhm.
if anybody wants to quote this movie in terms of women empowerment, like they should just quote this movie because this movie is really about women empowerment and like women can be powerful too, and
Mhm.
you don't have to rely on your big strong Superman or your Batman.
Yeah, I know. She was. But what's your favorite part? What's your least
Favorite part? I'm glad you asked. It's when it takes place in no man's land.
Yeah,
and
my
then
part.
exactly. So you know what I'm talking about when
Yeah.
she like puts on her uniform. She's like, you know what, you guys are being kind of scared. So let me just take care of these people for you. I mean the enemy for you.
Uh-huh.
So and then she like just takes off her robe and then you see the Wonder Woman costume and she's like blocking bullets. You know, with her gauntlets and with her shield. It's just so awesome to watch.
Yeah, that was Wonder Woman's
Yeah.
character right there. I'm like, she would do that. Like, she's like, you know, if these men are gonna be like, no, we don't want to take the problem head on, and like they're not even saving civilians or whatever, she's gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna do it because I believe that's right, and I don't care if I die
Mhm.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was great. My least favorite part is I've said it, Ares. I don't like Ares at all in this movie,
Ares.
and I don't like the final fight. The final fight had like some of the worst CGI we've seen in the
Mhm.
DCU as
Yeah,
well.
just fire everywhere. It kind of reminded me of the Doomsday fight. Just fire
Yeah,
everywhere.
exactly.
You know?
And so yeah, overall thoughts on the movie. It doesn't deserve Best Picture. I definitely can see it nominated.
No, it
But-
should be. I think it should be heavily featured within the Oscars.
Yeah,
like,
so Patty Jenkins should be get Best Director maybe. Nominated. Anyway, on to number one.
number one,
Logan.
Logan,
Yay.
yes. throwback to our
There you go.
trailer analysis.
Yeah, we didn't do a review of the movie because
Yes,
we watched it late, I think.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, this movie was fantastic.
This movie was fantastic. I actually made a speech about this in my public speaking class about how it relates so much to me because this movie it relates so much to me because how Logan was feeling in the movie was exactly the way how I was feeling because throughout last winter I'd gone through some really tough times and then just I felt like Hugh Jackman really portrayed that side of me that I felt, and then I just felt like I was Logan throughout the movie. So then this movie really has like a special place in my heart.
Yeah, also we grew up with this version of Wolverine. So
Yes.
it's just like kind of sad seeing him like so old he can barely fight or
Yes.
whatever.
And then him being old, sort of a reflection of us being old too, but older in like our own ways.
Yeah,
He's
you
getting
know,
old in his own ways too.
yeah, I mean, we're not like, you know, Hugh Jackman's age or anything like that, or his age. And, oh, I'm 19 and you're 18.
Yes.
So that's crazy. And
Yeah,
now
so
Hugh
that's
Jackman
crazy.
has been
And then
played-
Hugh Jackman has never been replaced.
Yeah.
To mention that, like we mentioned,
We've
like
had-
Tom Holland,
Yeah, we've had 3 Spider-Man,
3 Spider-Man.
2 Batman, a
Almost-
new Superman.
Yeah,
Oh my god, like so
I
many.
know so many. So then it's nice to see like Hugh Jackman.
2 Human Torches, guys.
Exactly, that two Human Torches, but Wolverine has never been replaced. It's always been Hugh Jackman in this movie. Let's talk about what they gave us
Yeah.
and how they did not hold back
No,
whatsoever.
rated R for sure. I mean, like this.
Rated R
I
was
know.
very much like Wolverine.
Yes.
I don't know why they kept holding him back.
Yeah, I know. But except, I wish we saw like Wolverine in his prime with a rated R movie.
I know.
I don't know if Hugh Jackman would come back and be like in his prime Wolverine for Deadpool maybe, and they could have like a scene where they fight together. I would love to see it. What's your favorite part? What's your least favorite part? And then
Favorite
we'll talk
part
about
was
overall thoughts.
obviously the ending. Oh my god, I was almost about to cry on this one too when Logan, he's just dying, and then he tells Laura, "Oh, don't be like what they made you." And then he's like, "Oh, so this is what it feels like." Then he finally dies. That was so sad. And then that line, "This is what it feels like." It's so open to interpretation because you're like, "Oh, maybe that's how it feels like to love. Or maybe that's how it feels like to finally have a child in your life."
Or like a meaning
or maybe that's how it feels when you're finally about to die.
Yeah, exactly. And like someone who feels like they're not going to die ever can finally feel that, pleasure of finally being to leave the world and have some peace. You know what I mean? That's what I thought of it. That's Wolverine's character right there.
Yeah.
He's always a character that's been thrown into tragedy and never gets a chance to, relax or like get out of it. And the only way he feels he can get out of it is to die. And he finally feels that at the end.
Exactly. So exciting. I don't think I had a least favorite part of this movie. This movie was...
No, I didn't have a least favorite part either. Well, I can say I don't like clones. Like, so this movie, I guess, did the best it could with the clone.
Yes.
So
X-24 was a good villain.
He was scary, man.
He was scary.
When he kills Charles, that was my, I almost teared up at Charles' death, man.
Exactly.
Like, I love Patrick Stewart so much. I think he's better than James McAvoy, but I think Michael Fassbender is better than Ian McKellen. So if that makes any sense. But yeah, my goodness, this movie has so many good parts. I love when Laura... My favorite part is when Laura, you got the reveal when she's X-23. So that was my favorite because she throws the head at them. Like that was a scene that I was. Because in the trailer she only throws her backpack, right? I think in the trailer she throws her backpack. In the full movie, she throws a head at them. I'm like, oh my god.
Yes.
And then
that was badass.
Yeah, I don't have a least favorite part. This movie is fantastic.
Fantastic, and then it definitely deserves our #1 spot.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching.